Hi guys, welcome back to That Effing Guy. I'm wearing my Mandalorian t-shirt. I think this is the first time I actually wore like the appropriate t-shirt for the video. If you've not caught up with the Mandalorian series 2, do not watch this video. Swear to God, do not watch this video, right? I mean, spoilers are online already, but it's up to you. We're specifically talking about the last 2 episodes mainly. It's just because I was going to do an overall review at the very end of it like I've done with series 1 when I caught up with it. But I just want to talk about like the awesomeness of this series. Like this series is fucking fantastic. Like we've had the live action appearance of the first Jedi of the Mandalorian in the Mandalorian universe. Well, it's the same universe, but you know what I mean. But it's the first time we've ever seen a Jedi, and it's been teased. And then boom, Ahsoka Tano, played by the great Rosario Dawson, who I think I'm pronouncing her name right. You know what I'm like with names, I can't pronounce them for shit. So Ahsoka, who I knew nothing of, because I'd never watched the Clone Wars series or Rebel series, I know, terrible. But I'd caught up briefly. Steve sent me a wee link to catch up briefly. And yeah, but when you see her in live action form, holy shitball Santa Claus fuck. She is fantastic. Like the lightsaber stuff, wow. Like it was teased at the very end, or it was teased, the Jedi has been teased for a number of episodes now. Obviously we know the Baby Yoda, who's now been given a name, Grogu. Holy God, if this child could not get any more adorable. It's a noise he makes when Mando says Grogu. It's just like, it's like when you say a puppy's name and it just hears that name for the first time and you think, oh my God, it's so adorable. So Grogu, which I guess you're kind of thinking, why not Fred? But Grogu. But I love it. It's so fucking cool. It's so cute. We were given a revelation of Grogu. So it turns out that Grogu was there when Anakin Skywalker wiped out the Padawans, the younglings. He was there. And now there's been hundreds of memes, like obviously like one with Anakin Skywalker when he's having those kind of sweaty dreams, and it's like, did I remember to kill Grogu before I left the Jedi Temple or the Jedi, school? And he's obviously thinking, shit, never. So yeah, Grogu was there at that point. He I think it mentioned that he'd seen the younglings getting killed. And you're just like, wow, wow. Like referencing that is pretty, it's deep. We also had Ahsoka Tano like reference, like, she'd already seen like a Jedi fall into the dark side, Anakin Skywalker, who became Darth Vader. So we're now getting those references from like previous movies, the ruins of the old Empire from episode 4, 5, and 6. And now we're seeing like them chatting about like the past times, like the Clone Wars, like the Mandalorian Civil Wars from Boba Fett. Because when Boba Fett pops up, he talks about the Mandalorian Civil Wars. He says it has Father Django. Again, another reference. We're like, oh fuck, Jango Fett's been mentioned in Mandalorian. So Jango Fett gets mentioned, that he fought alongside the Mandalorians in their civil war and was given that armor, was obviously graced with that armor as a gift. It's a fantastic series. Like Dave Filoni, along with the help of Jon Favreau and I guess the shadowing of George Lucas, have created a spectacular series. And the more we're getting to see from Mandalorian, the more they are referencing the old Republic, the old wars, like things that we've not heard of for like 30, 40, 50 years. Because obviously in this series, this is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, but it must be about, I don't know, almost 30 years since like episode 1, 2, and 3. Well, episode 3 anyway. Episode 2 and 3 anyway. And then obviously in between that, you've got obviously Ahsoka and her like little battles, etc. So to have her referencing something that's, I guess, legendary now. I guess it's history now compared to, it's obviously, it's like us talking, it's like your dad talking about his time in the 60s and 70s. We're now seeing like Ahsoka Tano talking about her time rising as a Jedi, watching her best friend and her master, Anakin, fall to the dark side. We're seeing Boba talking about Jango, talking about him fighting in the Civil Wars. Do you know what's funny though? See when Boba Fett went on about Mandalorian Civil Wars, I was like to Steve, I was like, oh, that'd be awesome to see. How good would that be to see a Mandalorian Civil War mini-series, like 3-4 episodes, just to have a wee kind of like, I don't know, why not? Because they go on about the Time War in Doctor Who, do like a wee kind of 2-3 part episode of like Civil Wars, just because why the fuck not? So at the very end of the last episode there, Moff Gideon has finally got Grogu, and you're like, oh my god, because like episode 6 or chapter 14 was called The Tragedy, so it was either Grogu was going to go off with another Jedi, because Ahsoka Tano said, take him to, I can't remember the rocks are, they take him to essentially Stonehenge, put him on a rock, and this Jedi powered rock, and it'll basically fuel his Jedi powers, his force inside him, the Force Awakens. And he'll choose his path. And if there's any more Jedis out there, so straight away when you're saying that, you're thinking, holy shit, there is other Jedis. There's Luke, there's Leia, oh my god. Now obviously they can't do Leia, a bit kind of like his Carrie Fisher obviously sadly, died. But Luke Skywalker, so now everyone's like, oh my god, is Luke Skywalker going to pop in this? Luke Skywalker, oh my god. There's also rumours, I don't know how concrete these rumours are, I don't know how concrete this could be, but there's rumours that Samuel L. Jackson, aka Mace Windu, from the prequel series, is going to pop up at some point, somewhere. Now, whether it be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series that's supposed to start filming in January 2021 with Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, so it's exciting as hell. But it's just, I'm rabbiting on and I'm just losing what I'm talking about. But basically, look, you get what I'm talking about. The Mandalorian is one fucking fantastic series. It's so fresh. It doesn't feel like a Star Wars series. And then little things like this pop up and you're just like, oh shit, Star Wars. But yeah, when Boba Fett popped up, like, you're just like, because obviously he was teased at the end of episode 1, or chapter 9 of series 2, and you're looking at him thinking, how are they going to do this then? And then there's obviously a rumour that he's going to get a solo series, which I don't know. And when he finally popped up in full, like, boom, 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 bounty hunter armour, etc., you're just like, oh shit! But at the same time, you're like, I don't know if I'd watch him. I mean, he is going to be in this more. He is obviously going to, help Mando get back the child, etc. I'm assuming Ahsoka Tano will return because Rosario Dawson is saying that she's hopeful that she'll return. You're thinking, shut the fuck up. They're not going to do all that and not have her come back. All that build up to the Jedi, and you're only having her shown up once. But then again, Steve did say though, and Dan as well, they did say though that this could be like her kind of, like her finale essentially, her finale essentially to like her build up from Clone Wars, Rebels to then having her wee kind of live action finale. I would hope that she comes back. But she mentions a name from the Star Wars lore. She mentions Grand Admiral Thrawn, and you're just like, oh shit. Now you're wondering if he'll pop up in this series or if he'll pop up in a Ahsoka Tano live action spin-off series, I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for what's to come? Because obviously we now know that Moff Gideon has the child, has Grogu. He's got his Dark Troopers. Again, the Dark Troopers. Never knew who they were, and then it turns out they were part of like the books or the comics in the 1990s or something like that, I think. They're badass as hell. They look like fucking a Terminator version of Darth Vader. Like, damn! But yeah, Star Wars, Mandalorian. Christ knows what's coming next, because it's getting to that point now where it's just like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. I don't even know if this video makes sense, but you get the gist of it. I'll see you guys in the next video.